Hey, hello, leaders. Hey, this is Paul from the CLC team coming back with another episode. And it is Saturday morning, September 9th, 2023. September 9th. I can't believe it's September 9th already. Where is this year went? So today, it's a weekend edition, and I heard this. I don't know if you've all listened to Jordan Peterson, but if you haven't, man, he's a very interesting guy to listen to. And he had a quote the other day. I think I saw him. I think he was on the Ed Milet show that I listened to, and I love Ed Milet too. If you haven't listened to Ed Milet, man, he will fire you up as well. So check that out. And I think he's got a book, The Power of One More, which I haven't read yet, but I know it's great just because I know Ed's great. So Jordan Peterson, Ed asked him something about how does he think? Because there's a lot of different stories out there where people go away for a few days every quarter or a week, a couple times a year, just to think, to get away from everything, unplug, don't watch TV, don't watch sports, don't read, don't do anything but just think. It was interesting because Jordan Peterson, he said that, and this is his quote, he said, writing is one of the best ways to think. Writing. And when I heard that, I'm like, man, that is so true. And this goes back to Jen told me a long time ago that if you are like typing, if you get a PDF file where you can type it in, as opposed to printing out that sheet and writing in your answers or writing in the fill in the blanks or something like that. She says the retainability and the deep thoughts are much greater when you actually write them out. And so many of us nowadays have gotten so used to, taking a note on our phone or opening up our computer and writing something on Word doc or opening our iPad or our Samsung or whatever you have just to maybe type out a note. Well, I thought about that and I think Jordan's really onto that because I think it is one of the best ways to think. I know when I write things out as opposed to typing things out, I seem to get a lot more thoughts going. I seem to think deeper, not so shallow. I seem to think not so wide, but they say if you're going to really study a topic, don't go so wide, but go really deep if you want to be the expert. I think when I'm writing about something, I have a tendency to go a lot deeper. And I would love to hear your thoughts on this. What do you think about that? Do you think that you retain a lot of stuff if you write it or type it on your laptop or your phone or something like that? Or do you retain more and do you grow more by writing it out? What makes you think more? What makes you think more? And again, Jordan Peterson, his quote was writing is one of the best ways to think. And when I heard that, that really just made me think. And it made me start to write more in my journal. I started a gratitude journal early in the year and I've been slacking on it. All right. I'll be truthful. I'm not going to lie. I went probably good solid 2.5 months where every day, I might even made 90 days where I didn't miss a day. I mean, first thing in the morning, I got up and, I read a book that a friend of mine, Lori, had recommended to me. And I forget the name of the book. It was maybe The Secret or something like that. But it talked about how you should have a gratitude journal and be thankful. And it even talked about having a gratitude rock. And I have my gratitude rock or gratitude stone on my nightstand. And the purpose of that is before you go to bed at night, you're supposed to reach over and just grab that stone and think about what the best thing or think about all the things that you were grateful for that day or thankful for. And then when you get up in the morning, you pick that rock up again. It's right there on your nightstand. It's right next to my watch. And you pick it up and you think about all the things you're thankful for, and the things that you could be thankful for that day, looking ahead during that day. But anyway, how do you think if you have if you're contemplating something or if you have a big decision coming up, how do you go about thinking about that to make that decision? I'd love to find out. And if you want to share, I don't know if iTunes or wherever you listen to, you can make comments. I know I usually can't, but or I don't think you can on iTunes. But send me an email at Paul, it's Paul, at clcteam.com. And I would love to hear your comments on this about how you think the best. Is it just going out in nature? I sit on my front porch in the morning, and that's some good quiet time where I turn the sprinklers on and I listen to the birds. I see the day just come to life because I usually get out there a little bit before sunrise, and man, it's awesome. You see the sun peeking through the trees, and you start to see the birds show up. And I've got some hummingbird feeders there. They'll start showing up, and it's just awesome. And that's my time to just sit and be quiet, be grateful, pray, talk to God, listen. I try to listen, and I try to plan out my day. So, how do you think? That's it for today. I hope you have a great rest of your weekend, and we'll see you back Monday. Until then, as always, run to your challenges. We'll see you.